What is Forza Horizon 5? What is it truly? Well, Forza Horizon 5 is
Papá Fernando, 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 Papá Fernando.
I don't have friends. I got
Papá Fernando.
Alright y'all, what's up? It's your man's Cash here. Today I want to take a look into Forza Horizon 5. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but in my opinion it's got some flaws. So in this video we're just going to take a look at some of those flaws. But let's get right into it. But you know, before we can get into the game, we obviously got to, load into it. So let me fire up my Xbox One S and let's load into it. Anytime now. Let's speed this up. Let's speed this up and let's see how long it takes to load in every single time. Y'all see how long it takes to load in? Y'all see this? Like this is terrible. A disgrace. Like even before the game opened, I'm already thinking, you know what, I don't even want to play this game anymore. I want to play something else now. And they never optimized the loading times. Like it's been almost a year since the game came out and they still haven't optimized the loading time. It's been taking this long ever since the game released. And I doubt they're ever gonna fix it because because Xbox is the older console. But yeah, let's get into what's probably the worst part of this game. The dialogue. The dialogue in this game is garbage. It's absolutely horrendous. The dialogue is so cringe. They try to do this Spanglish sort of thing where they say a couple of Spanish words mixed in with English and it sounds like they're talking to little children.
My friend, what would you say are the two most important things in Mexican culture? Family and food? Family and art? Family and music? Close. Familia and Papa Fernando.
The average dialogue goes like this. Hola, mijo. Mi Papa Fernando wants you to ride the Vocho. Oh my god, the Volkswagen is so cool. It's muy increíble. It's so garbage. Even when they're not talking Spanish, I always feel like they're talking to little kids. I understand little kids play Forza Horizon, okay? Little kids also play Minecraft. Little kids also play Call of Duty. I just don't understand why you have to fully pander to the little kids. Like, I'm not saying you have to go all out, be M-rated, start cursing, all of that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that you don't have to be incredibly condescending to the player. But yeah, let me get to my next point, which is the progression. Now, the progression stuff was kind of fixed in the Hot Wheels DLC, where you had to work towards getting another class up. So you would start at B class, you have to do the B class races, then you get to A class races, then you get to S1 class, and so on and so on. It's a good system. And a lot of players want this to happen in the main game. And I do kind of want it to happen, but the problem is the casual players. The casual players want to get in the game and just have fun, ride around in a Bugatti.
What color is your Bugatti?
And their point of view is completely fine. So it's kind of a weird situation Playground Games is in, where do they pander to the hardcore fans or do they keep what they're doing right now and keep the casual fans happy, Let me talk about the map real quick. In Forza Horizon 2, we had Italy and France. They were relatively the same terrain, mostly plains, a little bit of forest, mountains, We get to Horizon 3, which arguably is the best map. It has, the desert, it has the forests, it has the plains, city. I think it still has the biggest city in Forza Horizon games. We get to Horizon 4, right? It's in Scotland and England. All trees, some plains, one mountain, pretty boring relatively. And then we get to Horizon 5, right? And they showed off the map, which was, it had deserts, it had the plains, it had the forest, it had, all them off-road areas that you could go to. And I was kind of hyped. We're gonna go back to Forza Horizon 4 for a minute. Because they introduced seasons, and seasons would change the map. incredibly. And during the winter, the whole map would be snow. Fall, it would be a different colors. You know, it brings like a new paint to the map. In spring, there would be a lot more water. It would be a little bit harder to control your car, to handle it better. In Horizon 5, they have seasons, except these seasons serve no purpose at all. Now, there are a couple of people. There are a couple of people who had to complain. You know, they had to complain about, oh no, when the snow's on the road, I can't drive my car properly. You had to ruin it for everybody. The winter season is just, it serves no purpose. It's just, okay, the grass is dead. Guys, we did it. We made seasons. Fall serves no purpose. Spring serves no purpose. Summer, the grass is green and the trees are green. And that's it. No purpose.
And I know that it don't snow in Mexico. But I mean, you could have at least made a certain area that snows, like in the north of the map or something. And they do it on a mountain, except the mountain is kind of just plain. There's no real detail in the mountain. Like, okay, you got your dirt roads, you got your drift area, and that's kind of it. So to me, the winter in that game is just a gimmick, in my opinion.
So the map is already kind of boring, right? Because you're used to seeing the same thing over and over again. I'll admit, I did get spoiled from Forza Horizon 4, I'll admit. So that's why, you know, when you remove a good feature, people are going to miss it and people are going to call you out on it, you know what I mean? So if you got a good feature, you got to stay on the good feature. And also, another reason why the map seems kind of bland to me is Horizon Life. Now, Horizon Life was also introduced in Forza Horizon 4, where the map would basically be an open lobby with 60 people in it. Now, I think 60 people was not enough. I feel like they could have gone up to 100. But for some reason, in Forza Horizon 5, there's only ever like 10 people at most in a Horizon Life session. I don't know if it's the servers, I don't know if they introduced a new system, I don't know if it's because I'm playing on Xbox One and they don't want to render as many people for me. But it makes the game boring. I have a lot of memories of just being on the highway and my only communication to other players is just honking. And everyone knew the honk language, where you honk twice, that means you want to start a drag race on the highway. And they do that, and they do a 3, 2, 1 thing, but with the honks. And then you start racing on the highway with random players that you don't even talk to. It was a very unique connection to other players. But they completely neutered it for some reason. I don't know if it's server issues. I don't know if they got scared of letting players socialize. I'm not sure. If someone could enlighten me about that, that would be great. Alright, and another thing I wanted to say about the map is about the festivals. In Forza Horizon 3, they gave us 3 festivals, right? One for each side of the map, which was fine. Forza Horizon 4, they only gave us 1 festival, but you would get multiple houses around, which, in my opinion, I thought it was okay. Some people didn't like it. Fine, right? But then in this game, they give you like 1 festival for each category of the game. So, 1 for street races, 1 for road races, 1 for dirt racing, which I actually like. I like it. But do we really need a separate festival for speed traps? Do we really need a separate festival for danger signs? This is just useless grinding, and all it does, in my opinion, is just waste the player's time. I haven't seen anyone else really complain about it, so maybe it's just me. I don't know. And for my last point, the wheel spins.
Here we go, baby. Come on, big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. That is one way to start off this episode. Here we go. Where the wheel's gonna stop, nobody knows. 2015 WRX-ST.
Now, in the beginning of the game, the wheel spins were fine. They were a little overpowered, I'll admit. But then, Playground Games decides to nerf the wheel spins. Now, I mean, that's okay. You know, in general, I feel like they were a little overpowered and you could progress through your cars way too quickly. Except they nerfed it to the bottom of the earth. Tell me why I'm able to get 1,000 credits from the wheel spins. 1,000 credits is useless in the game. That's like having $1. So like, the wheel spins, they don't coincide with the economy of the game very well. When the average supercar is in the hundreds of millions of credits, getting 5,000 credits from a wheel spin it doesn't work, and they need to make the amount higher. Like, it's 1,000 credits. You can't even add anything to your car for 1,000 credits. Why is that even an option for the wheel spin? The wheel spins should start at 10,000 credits at the very least, and go up to maybe 100,000 or 150,000 credits. That's all I really have to say about Forza Horizon 5. I just wanted to make a quick little video about it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
And I always keep my goonie running with me. Yeah, shawty tryna top me for the business. Yeah, enemies. Got a lot of them. Yeah, can't wait till my mama say I'm proud of them.